So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Red Manx TV. I hope guys are all staying safe and sound wherever you are. And in today's video, I'll be previewing the game between Manchester United taking on Chelsea this Saturday at Old Trafford. So make sure you guys do drop a like on the video. Make sure you are subscribing to Red Manx TV, and let's get on to the preview. So guys, Manchester United will take on Chelsea this Saturday, and to be honest, going into the game, it's another hard fixture for Manchester United. This is our second of four really tough fixtures in a row, with that being PSG, which we have already played and managed to beat them 2-1 at the Parc des Princes. That was a really impressive performance. I don't think nobody expected us to win that, especially the way we're playing right now, but we managed to do it. So if you want to check out my reaction to that, it'll be the video before this one. And then we have Chelsea coming up this Saturday, which will be a really interesting game. Both teams are leaking goals right now. Both teams have really good attacking players, so it should be a good end-to-end game, a lot of goals, and a big chance for Manchester United to pick up the 3 points, especially as we are at home. And then we also have Leipzig, which I probably expect us to lose that one, and also Arsenal as well. The same week we have Leipzig. Some really tricky games for Manchester United, and a big test for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to see if he can come out of this positively and some really good performances and results. So if you ask me, the results I would think we'd get out of this 4 games, I would have probably said get a thumping by PSG, 3 or 4-0, but we didn't. We managed to turn up with an impressive performance and get the win, so that was really impressive from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer there and the boys. And probably against Chelsea, I would have said 2-1 to Manchester United. I'm always confident against Chelsea, and we always seem to turn up against them. Against Leipzig, I probably would have said a 1-1 draw or maybe a 2-1 to Leipzig. I wouldn't be as confident going into that one because tactically they're much better than us, and they play some really attractive football. Not saying we don't at times, but I just think at the level they play right now and how good they are right now, I do think they would have probably beaten us. But if you play against Leipzig how we did against PSG, then I do feel we can get a result against them. But at Arsenal, I would have said a draw as well. So, you know, not the best results we probably could have get out of those 4 if I predicted them, but I do think if we play like we did against PSG, we do have a chance at getting results out of all these games. But it depends on if the players can keep that up and keep the consistency going, where we are playing really well. But, you know, let's get into my lineup, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had some really big decisions to make. I was really struggling doing this because Fred was a shout for me, McTominay was a shout for me, and there's so many players that performed well against PSG that do deserve to play against Chelsea. So let me get into my lineup. So I'm going to go with the 4-2-3-1. I do think we'll go with that this week because I do think we can easily get at Chelsea because their defence is really poor. So I'm going with David De Gea in net. He was fantastic against PSG. He made some really crucial saves, and he had flashbacks to the time De Gea was actually good. Prime De Gea, you could say. So hopefully he returns back to his form, because that PSG game was fantastic from him. Then at left back, it was a very hard decision from here. I'm going to go with Alex Telles. Shaw played really well against PSG, but Telles for me needs to start this game because he does need a run of games in a Manchester United shirt for me. I'm not going to say Shaw was bad. That's why I'm not dropping him. I'm just saying that I think Telles should start this game and have a run of games. And then next to him, I'm going to go with Maguire and Axel Tuanzebe. I don't think Lindelof will start this game. Yes, he was really good against PSG, where everyone was against PSG, but I think Axel Tuanzebe coming in such a big game, such a big occasion, to play as well as he did and to stop Mbappe how he did, I do think he does deserve to start this game. Do I think he will? No, I do think it'll be Maguire and Lindelof again, but hopefully he does start. I'm just picking what I think will be the best team going into this game, because I think he does deserve to start this game, especially how he played against PSG. And at right back, obviously I'm going with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He was again fantastic against PSG. Didn't miss a tackle or anything going on in his life right now. I do think he really did step up in a big occasion for Manchester United, and I think he's probably one of the best signings we made recently. He's consistent. Yes, he may not be good going forward, but I don't care about that. He's a defender, and the way he defends is absolutely perfect. He never lets anyone past him. You may call him bad attackingly, but defensively, I think he is one of the best right backs right now in the world, in my opinion, because who's better than him right now? Trent isn't, in my opinion, and there's a big debate about that, but you know, defensively, Wan-Bissaka is much better than Trent, in my opinion. And in the middle, I'm going to go with Fred and Paul Pogba. I think we need to start those two going into this game because we need Fred up and down, and we can have Pogba just, you know, hovering around in the middle, just pinging those passes and creating the chances. So when Pogba did come on, I thought he was brilliant, an absolute game changer against PSG. He also created that goal for Rashford's one as well, so hopefully he does start going into this game. But, you know, I want to see Fred play every single game from now on because he's been absolutely phenomenal phenomenal when he has played for Manchester United, obviously against PSG, and when he does get the opportunities to play, he never lets Ole Gunnar Solskjaer down. He's consistent in what he does, going forward defensively, absolutely fantastic, and a real game changer as well, in my opinion. So I expect him to come in and be alongside Paul Pogba. There's a debate. Matic might play. I don't know if Van de Beek will play going into this game. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer obviously came out and said that he will be given a chance this season. He will have a big team, have a big impact on the team. So we'll have to see about that. But I don't see him starting this one. Matic, I don't feel he'll start this game. He hasn't started the last few games in recent times, has he? So I don't expect him to start this one. And then McTominay, yes, he played well against PSG and Newcastle, but I don't think he will start this game, in my opinion. And obviously, a forward ahead of him, Bruno Fernandes, he needs to start this game. Obviously, he's probably the first man on a team sheet every single game, and he should be our captain, because I think when he did play against PSG, that's what our captain does. He helps the team, he keeps on going, and we end up getting the win. I don't think Maguire would have helped that, in my opinion. So hopefully Bruno does start this game. He needs to start this game, and I definitely think he will be in the side. And then obviously on the left side, I'm going to go with Marcus Rashford. After that goal against PSG, I think he does easily slot in. And on the right, I'm going with... The right-hand side was really, really hard because Greenwood hasn't played for a while. Does Dan James start? Does Mata come in? Because Mata was brilliant against Newcastle as well. It's going to be hard, but I'm probably going to go Daniel James. I do think Daniel James will start this game. I think we need a lot of pace on the right wing. Obviously, preferably, I want Greenwood in, but the way Chelsea are playing right now, we can easily get behind them. We need a lot of pace on that right wing, so I am going with Daniel James on the right wing. And obviously, up front, ice cold Anthony Martial. People were saying he played badly against PSG, but he won us the penalty. He had some chances. Yes, he didn't finish him, and he struggled at times, and he also got that own goal. But the way he came back as well, I thought was brilliant, and we managed to get the win as well. Not through him, but he's not there to get back. He's not going to help out. He's not going to run a lot, but he's there to just cut in and create chances when possible. And I think he really did that really well against PSG. So I think he slots in up front. So Mata will miss out, McTominay will miss out, Lindelof will miss out, and a few big changes from me. But tell me what you guys think down below of that lineup. Obviously, I'll say it again: De Gea in goal, Alex Taylor's left back, Chukwueze and Maguire centre back, right back Wan-Bissaka, and I'm going with Fred and Pogba in the middle. And ahead of him, I'm going with Bruno Fernandes. On the left, Rashford. On the right, I'm going with Daniel James. And up front, Martial. Tell me what you guys think down below. But going into Chelsea, so far this season, Chelsea really haven't had a good start. Obviously, bringing in their massive signings, Havertz, Werner, Chilwell, Thiago Silva. They're all starting to slot in now, and they're doing really well. But it's the defence that are letting down Chelsea, in my opinion. They are leaking goals right now. Obviously, 3-3 to West Brom, 3-3 to Southampton. They are leaking as many goals as Manchester United right now, even though we did concede 6. I do think Chelsea defensively are worse, because I'd rather have actual Chukwueze and Maguire than Thiago Silva and Christensen. I think I prefer our defence and their defence, and right now I do think we can easily get behind them, and that's where they are worse at the moment. But going forward, with the likes of Havertz, Werner, Pulisic, Abraham, players like that, and Werner, I do think they will have a really, really big impact on the game. I do think that we have to try and cut them out. But I think it'll be very, very hard considering the players they are, because especially going forward, I think they can create many, many opportunities, and I do think they cause us a lot of problems going into this one. Obviously, they do have some big changes in the middle. Obviously, Kante will be a big game changer. Kovacic is a really, really good player as well. So some really, really, really good players in that Chelsea team. But in Manchester United's team, I do think the likes of Rashford, Martial, James will cause problems going forward. With Pogba in the middle, I do think we'll create a lot more opportunities as well. And at the back, if you play like we did against PSG, I don't think we'll have any problems of conceding, because we looked good in defence, we looked compact, and we didn't let anyone pass. So, going into this one, I'm expecting a high-scoring game. But to be honest, tell me what you guys think down below. Score predictions going into this one, I'm going to go with... it's hard really, isn't it? I'm going to go Manchester United 3, Chelsea 2. I do think there'll be a lot of goals, but I am positive of getting a result. But tell me what you guys think down below. Do you think we'll get the result in this game? Do you think we'll have a good performance? But anyway, guys, I'll see you with an instant match reaction after the game.